Do you think that homosexuality should be illegal?
Homosexuality was illegal in many of the states across this union until the United States Supreme Court in Lawrence v. Texas said otherwise. And if you'll read further there, we're not talking about people, we're talking about conduct which was historically and legally forbidden under the Constitution and under the laws of every state.
I thought you said the whole thing was based on God.
Let me finish. Morality is based on God. That's why you do not find it in the Constitution. Where do you think we get our morality? From some book of Hinduism or Islam? We get our morality from the Holy Bible upon which this nation was founded. That's why John Adams, who you quote, said our Constitution was made for a moral and religious people. It is wholly unsuitable to the government of any other.
I didn't ask you about morality. Sure. I asked you about legality. I think there's a difference.
I thought you were asking about homosexuality.
Should it be illegal? You said yes.
And I said immoral conduct.
No, you said it should be illegal.
Yes, it's immoral conduct and was against the law.
So I'm asking you, where in the Constitution, not the Bible, I respect your faith. I disagree with it. I respect it. Where in the Constitution do you find any basis for a law that would say that consenting sexual activity between consenting adults in the privacy of the room should be illegal?
There's nothing in the Constitution that authorizes that. The Constitution was based on the morality established in the Holy Scriptures. And because a group of judges went off and adopted foreign law out of France and Germany and the Court of European Rights, which do you realize that the Supreme Court overturned Bowers versus Hardwick in 1986, in which they found explicitly that there was no right in the Constitution to commit sodomy. They found that in 1986. 17 years later, in Lawrence v. Texas, they turned to international law and the law of the European Court of Human Rights to find that sodomy should be permitted.
Do you think it's a job of the government to pass laws that enforce this book, the Bible?
No, the laws of the government are bound by the Constitution of the United States, which is founded upon the law of God. And just because it's done behind closed doors, it can still be prohibited by state law. Do you know that bestiality, the relationship between man and beast, is prohibited in every state? Do you know that?
Did I ask you about having sex with a cow?
No, you didn't. But
or a horse?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same. You mean homosexuality is the same thing as bestiality?
It is a moral precept upon which this country was founded. Now, we can talk all day about morality and avoid talking about the book, but in this book, I describe and define where our morality comes from, and it does not come from statutory law, it comes from the Bible.